1-cent penny coin. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone curious about rare and valuable coins, you're in for an exciting discussion. Let's dive right in. The Lincoln penny has been a cornerstone of American currency since it was first introduced in 1909 to honor the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, this iconic coin has seen several design changes and mint variations, each with its own unique story. The 2020 D penny is no exception, and it has recently taken the numismatic world by storm. Before we get to the jaw-dropping $2.1 million value, let's first understand why this particular penny has become so valuable. The D Mint mark indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the main facilities responsible for producing U.S. coins. While millions of 2020 pennies were minted, only a handful of coins exhibit the rare error or unique characteristics that make this coin so special. In 2020, as the pandemic affected industries across the board, the U.S. Mint also faced disruptions. During this time, a small number of Lincoln pennies produced at the Denver Mint were struck with a rare minting error. These errors can include doubling in the lettering, anomalies in Lincoln's portrait, or other striking imperfections that set these coins apart from their standard counterparts. Such errors are what drive collectors to pay top dollar for a seemingly ordinary penny. Now, let's talk about what makes the $2.1 million coin so unique. Reports indicate that this specific coin features a dramatic double die error. This means that during the minting process, the die shifted slightly, creating a doubling effect on the coin's design. You can see this in the words "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," as well as the year 2020 on the coin. Additionally, this particular penny is in pristine condition, graded as MS 70, the highest possible grade, which means it is flawless under magnification. The rarity of such an error combined with the coin's perfect condition makes it one of a kind. Collectors and investors alike are always on the lookout for unique coins like this, and their willingness to pay millions of dollars shows how much value they place on rarity and perfection. But how does a coin like this go from being pocket change to a multimillion-dollar treasure? It all comes down to demand and rarity. Coins with errors are highly sought after because they are accidental, unplanned, and exceedingly rare. Additionally, historical context plays a role. The 2020 penny serves as a reminder of a turbulent year in world history, adding an emotional connection for collectors. The record-breaking sale of the 2020 D penny occurred at a major auction. Experienced bidders recognized its significance and rarity, driving the price to an astonishing $2.1 million. Such auctions are where the most valuable coins often make headlines, and this penny's sale has solidified its place in the history books. So, what does this mean for you? Should you start checking every penny you come across in hopes of finding treasure? Absolutely. While the odds are slim, many collectors have stumbled upon valuable coins in their pocket change. If you come across a 2020 D penny, especially one with unusual markings or mint errors, it might be worth having it professionally evaluated. Professional coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can assess your coin's condition and confirm whether it has any unique characteristics that make it valuable. Keep in mind, even if your coin isn't worth millions, it could still hold value to collectors. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to appreciate the enduring legacy of the Lincoln penny. From its humble beginnings in 1909 to its modern-day iterations, this coin continues to captivate the hearts and minds of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The 2020 D penny, with its multimillion-dollar value, is a testament to how something as simple as a 1-cent coin can hold immense historical and financial significance. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin, or if you're inspired to start checking your change. We're diving into a fascinating topic: the 1993 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. Could this seemingly ordinary coin be worth an extraordinary $2.2 million in today's market? Stick around, and we'll uncover the details about this rare penny, its history, and what makes it so valuable. First, let's talk about the 1993 Abraham Lincoln penny. This coin was minted as part of the long-standing Lincoln Memorial Penny series, which began in 1959 and ran until 2008. These pennies were struck in large numbers, making them one of the most common coins in circulation. But what does no mint mark mean? Simply put, it indicates that the coin was minted in Philadelphia. Coins produced at this facility traditionally don't carry a mint mark, unlike those from Denver, marked with a D, or San Francisco, marked with an S. However, for a 1993 penny to gain such an incredible value, there has to be more to the story. What makes this coin so special? Now, let's dive into what makes the 1993 no mint mark penny so unique. It's not just its age or the lack of a mint mark, it's about rarity and error. Numismatists, or coin collectors, prize rare minting errors because they tell a story of the coin's production. This particular penny has captured attention because it reportedly features a highly unusual and unintentional flaw. Some versions are believed to have a double die error, where the design appears doubled. Others claim there's an over-polishing error that erased key design elements. These features make it a standout piece, increasing its desirability. So how did this coin reach a market value of $2.2 million? The value of rare coins is determined by a combination of factors, including rarity, condition, demand, and provenance. Only a handful of these unique 1993 no-mint mark pennies are known to exist in pristine, uncirculated condition. In recent years, collectors have driven up the value of error coins. A well-preserved example with verified minting flaws can fetch astronomical sums at auctions. This particular penny has gained fame for being one of the most valuable Lincoln Memorial pennies in history. How to spot a valuable 1993 penny now? Let's talk about how you can identify a potentially valuable 1993 penny. First, inspect the coin closely for any unusual features, such as doubling on the lettering or missing details in the design. Use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope for better accuracy. Next, consider the coin's condition. Coins graded by professional services, such as PCGS or NGC, have a higher chance of selling for top dollar. Look for coins with minimal wear and strong details. These are classified as mint state or uncirculated. What to do if you have one? If you think you have a 1993 no mint mark penny that could be worth millions, here's what you should do. Get it appraised by a reputable coin dealer or numismatist. Consider having it graded and certified by a professional service. Research recent auction prices to gauge its potential value. Remember, not every 1993 penny is worth a fortune, but it's always worth checking. And there you have it, the story behind the 1993 no-mint mark Lincoln penny and why it's making waves in the numismatic world. Who knew that a simple penny could hold so much value? If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. If you're a collector, investor, or just someone fascinated by rare coins, you're in for a treat. We're diving into the story of the 1992 Lincoln penny, a coin that looks ordinary at first glance but has taken the numismatic world by storm. Recently, one of these coins sold for an astounding $2.3 million. Let's explore why this penny is so valuable, how to spot one, and what it could mean for you. First, let's talk about the coin itself. The 1992 Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, and millions were produced. Most of these coins are worth no more than their face value, just 1 cent. However, a small handful of these pennies were accidentally struck with a design intended for another year. This error is what makes them so incredibly valuable. So, what exactly happened? In 1992, the United States Mint was transitioning between two designs for the Lincoln penny. The key difference lies in the lettering on the reverse side of the coin. On most 1992 pennies, there's a small gap between the letters A and M in the word America. However, on the rare and valuable coins, the A and M are almost touching. This is known as the close AM variety, and it wasn't supposed to appear on pennies minted in Denver that year. Let's break it down further. The close AM design was intended for proof coins, which are specially made for collectors. Somehow, the Denver Mint used the wrong reverse die, and a few regular pennies ended up with this design. These coins were released into circulation, and for years, no one noticed the error. Now, fast forward to today. Collectors and experts have identified a handful of these close AM pennies from 1992, and they've become one of the most sought-after modern coins. Why? Because they're incredibly rare. Out of the billions of pennies minted in 1992, only a few of these error coins exist. It's this rarity that drives their value through the roof. Let's take a moment to discuss what this means for you. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket change or coin jar and discovering it's worth millions. It sounds like a dream, right? But it's entirely possible if you know what to look for. So, how can you identify a 1992 D-Close AM penny? First, you'll need a magnifying glass or a coin loop. Carefully examine the word America on the reverse side of the coin. Pay close attention to the spacing between the A and M. If the letters are nearly touching, you might have a close AM penny. Next, check the date and mint mark on the obverse side. It should read 1992 with a small d below the date. If both of these features match, you could be holding a coin worth a fortune. Of course, it's essential to have your coin authenticated by a professional. Reputable grading companies like PCGS or NGC can verify its authenticity and assign it a grade based on its condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Now, let's talk about the market value of this coin. As I mentioned earlier, a 1992 D-Close AM penny recently sold for $2.3 million at auction. This sale has set a new benchmark for modern era coins, proving that even pennies can fetch incredible prices. Keep in mind that the final value depends on factors like condition, demand, and the buyer's willingness to pay. You might be wondering, why would someone pay millions for a penny? The answer lies in the world of numismatics. Collectors are passionate about rare and unique coins, and they're willing to pay top dollar for a piece of history. The 1992 D-Close AM penny is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of rarity, craftsmanship, and a fascinating minting error. Before we wrap up, let's recap what we've learned. The 1992 D Lincoln penny with the close AM design is one of the rarest modern coins, with only a few known examples in existence. Its value has skyrocketed due to its rarity and the demand among collectors. If you're lucky enough to find one, it could change your life. So, what's next? Start searching. Check your spare change, coin jars, and collections for any 1992 pennies with a D mint mark. Use a magnifying glass to examine the reverse side for the close AM design. Who knows? You might be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. Thank you for joining me on this fascinating journey into the world of rare coins. If you found this video helpful or inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a valuable coin or if you're planning to start searching for one. We're diving into one of the most intriguing coins in recent history, the 1994 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. This little copper gem has captured the attention of collectors everywhere, with its current market value skyrocketing to an astonishing $2.4 million. That's right, one penny worth millions. So, what makes this coin so special? Is it rare? Was it a mistake? Or is there more to the story? Stick around as we unravel the mystery behind this coin and what gives it such immense value. First, let's talk about what a no-mint mark coin is. In the United States, most coins bear a mint mark, a small letter indicating where the coin was produced. For example, coins from Philadelphia are typically marked with a P, Denver coins with a D, and San Francisco coins with an S. But in the case of the 1994 Lincoln penny, the absence of a mint mark raised eyebrows among collectors. The 1994 penny without a mint mark was originally thought to be a typical coin struck in Philadelphia. You might be thinking, well, isn't that normal for Philadelphia pennies? And yes, most coins from Philadelphia don't carry a mint mark. But this particular coin stands out because of its unique characteristics and the story behind its production. The coin in question was discovered to have an unusual die error during its minting process. Experts believe this error occurred during the striking phase, resulting in a distinct and recognizable feature that sets it apart from billions of other pennies minted in the same year. Now let's dig into the features that make this coin valuable. First, the surface of the coin shows an extraordinary level of detail, almost as if it were minted as a proof coin rather than a circulation coin. This detail has puzzled experts for years. Additionally, the coin's color and luster are remarkably preserved, suggesting it was struck using a highly polished die, something not typical for a standard production penny. But here's where the story gets even more fascinating. The 1994 no-mint mark penny is believed to be part of a small batch of coins intentionally struck as test pieces or prototypes. Over time, these coins were inadvertently released into circulation, where they remained hidden for decades, unnoticed by the general public. Fast forward to today, and the discovery of these coins has turned the numismatic world upside down. One of these pennies recently sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $2.4 million, making it one of the most valuable pennies ever. So, why would someone pay that kind of money for a penny? It comes down to rarity, demand, and the coin's historical significance. With only a handful of these coins known to exist, collectors are eager to get their hands on one. It's a prime example of how an ordinary-looking coin can become an extraordinary investment. If you're wondering how to identify one of these coins, here's what to look for. Start by checking the year. 1994 is the key date. Then, examine the coin for the absence of a mint mark below the date. Pay close attention to the coin's surface. If it appears exceptionally detailed or has a mirror-like finish, it could be worth having the coin authenticated by a professional grading service. The big question is, could one of these pennies be hiding in your pocket change? It's entirely possible. Stories like these remind us that treasures can often be found in the most unexpected places. Before we wrap up, let's talk about the market for rare coins. Coins like the 1994 no-mint mark penny have seen their value skyrocket in recent years, thanks to growing interest from collectors and investors. As the demand for rare coins continues to grow, prices are expected to rise even further. So, if you're a collector or just someone who loves a good treasure hunt, now is the perfect time to start checking your change. What's fascinating about this story is that it bridges history, mystery, and economics. A small copper coin, minted in 1994, has become a symbol of how something seemingly insignificant can hold incredible value. It's a reminder that every coin has a story, and sometimes those stories are worth millions. That's it for today's video. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin, or if you're inspired to start searching for one of these elusive 1994 no-mint mark pennies. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos about coins, collectibles, and the hidden treasures all around us. We'll dive into the fascinating story behind the 1967 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This coin has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike, and with its current market value soaring to an astonishing $2.5 million, it's no wonder it's become such a hot topic. If you're a coin enthusiast or just curious about what makes this coin so valuable, you're in the right place. Let's start by setting the stage. The year was 1967, a time of significant change and turbulence in the United States. The Vietnam War was at its peak, the civil rights movement was gaining momentum, and Americans were embracing new cultural and social norms. Amid this backdrop, the U.S. Mint was busy producing coins for everyday use, including the humble Lincoln penny. What makes the 1967 penny special is its lack of a mint mark. Normally, U.S. coins bear a small letter indicating where they were minted: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. However, in 1967, the U.S. Mint decided to temporarily omit mint marks on all coins as part of an effort to discourage coin hoarding. This policy was implemented due to a coin shortage caused by collectors removing large numbers of coins from circulation. As a result, the 1967 pennies were struck without mint marks, making them unique for that year. But here's where it gets interesting. Among the millions of pennies minted in 1967, a few have risen to legendary status due to their extraordinary condition and rarity. Coins that are well preserved, with no signs of wear or damage, are referred to as being in mint state. Collectors and grading agencies use a 70-point scale to determine the condition of a coin, with higher grades fetching significantly higher values. The record-breaking 1967 penny we're discussing today is one of the finest known examples in existence. It achieved a grade of MS 67, which means it's almost flawless, with only the tiniest imperfections visible under magnification. Coins of this caliber are incredibly rare, especially for a year and type that was meant for mass circulation. It's this combination of rarity and condition that has propelled its value into the millions. Now, let's talk about the coin's design. The obverse, or front, features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design first appeared in 1909 and remains a staple of U.S. coinage today. The reverse, or back, shows the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. While the design itself isn't unique to 1967, its historical significance adds to the coin's overall appeal. So, how does a 1967 penny go from being worth 1 cent to $2.5 million? The answer lies in a perfect storm of factors: rarity, condition, demand, and a little bit of luck. Coins like this often go through a process of authentication and grading by professional services such as PCGS or NGC. These organizations verify the coin's authenticity, assign a grade, and encapsulate it in a tamper-proof holder for protection. Once the coin is graded, it can be sold through auctions, private sales, or dealer transactions. The 1967 penny in question made headlines when it was sold at auction for $2.5 million, setting a new record for this type of coin. The buyer, an anonymous collector, recognized its unique value and was willing to pay a premium to add it to their collection. Stories like this highlight the passion and dedication of coin enthusiasts who are willing to invest significant amounts of money in these tiny pieces of history. For those wondering if they might have a treasure hiding in their pocket change, it's important to know what to look for. While the odds of finding a $1 million coin are slim, you might still come across a 1967 penny in decent condition that could be worth more than face value. Key factors to consider are the coin's overall appearance, any signs of wear, and whether it has any unique errors or features. Common errors include double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets, all of which can add to a coin's value. If you're serious about coin collecting, it's worth investing in a magnifier, a coin reference guide, and possibly even joining a local coin club. These resources can help you learn more about identifying valuable coins and connecting with other collectors who share your passion. As we wrap up, let's reflect on why coins like the 1967 penny hold such fascination. They're more than just pieces of metal. They're tangible links to our history and culture. Each coin has a story to tell, from the era in which it was minted to the journey it's taken through the decades. For collectors, owning a rare and valuable coin is like holding a piece of history in the palm of their hand. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the world of coin collecting and the incredible story of the 1967 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any future uploads. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a unique or valuable coin. I'd love to hear your stories. We'll dive into the fascinating world of coin collecting and explore the story behind the 1976 D-Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. This seemingly ordinary coin has shocked collectors and investors alike, with a current market value reaching an incredible $1.5 million. How did this penny become so valuable? And could you possibly have one sitting in your collection? Stick around as we uncover its unique history, rarity, and what makes it such a prized piece among numismatists. Let's start by setting the stage. The 1976 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, with the D mint mark signifying its origin. During this time, the United States was celebrating its bicentennial, and while the focus was on commemorative coins for quarters, halves, and dollars, the Lincoln penny remained a standard issue. At first glance, it's just another copper coin. But there's more to this story. One of the key factors behind the astronomical value of this penny lies in its composition. While most pennies minted in 1976 were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, rumors have long circulated about a small batch of pennies accidentally struck using a transitional alloy. This alloy is believed to have included traces of silver or another metal, making these coins significantly different from their counterparts. If this theory is true, the rarity of these pennies would explain their incredible value. But composition isn't the only factor at play. Errors during minting are another reason certain coins gain extraordinary value. The 1976 D penny is said to have a few varieties with unusual characteristics. Some collectors report finding doubling on the lettering or numbers, a phenomenon known as a double die error. Others mention off-center strikes or even die cracks, which are small fissures on the coin's surface. Each of these errors makes the coin more unique and highly sought after. Now, you might be wondering how a coin with such a small face value could be worth $1.5 million today. The answer lies in a combination of rarity, demand, and the story behind the coin. When collectors and investors compete for a rare item, its value skyrockets. In the case of the 1976 D penny, its supposed unique composition and minting anomalies have made it one of the most talked about coins in recent years. Let's talk about its discovery. Over the years, a few examples of the 1976 D penny have surfaced in pristine condition, often hidden in rolls of pennies or private collections. These coins are typically graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC to confirm their authenticity and condition. The highest grade examples, usually graded MS 68 or higher, are the ones fetching the highest prices at auction. Now, here's the question on everyone's mind. How can you identify if you have one of these rare pennies? Start by checking the date and mint mark. Look for the 1976 year and the small d below the date. Then examine the coin under magnification. Check for any unusual characteristics like doubling, die cracks, or an off-center strike. If you suspect you've found something extraordinary, consider sending it to a professional grading service. They'll be able to confirm if your coin is the real deal. Even if your 1976 D penny isn't one of these rare specimens, don't be discouraged. Many coins from this era can still be worth more than their face value, especially if they're in excellent condition. Copper pennies, for example, often sell for more than a cent due to their metal content alone. Before we wrap up, let's address one important point. The $1.5 million valuation isn't guaranteed for every 1976 D penny. This price reflects the top end of the market for coins with exceptional rarity and condition. However, even finding one worth a fraction of this amount can still be a thrilling discovery. In conclusion, the 1976 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny is a remarkable example of how seemingly ordinary objects can hold extraordinary value. Its rarity, potential minting errors, and historical significance have captured the imagination of collectors around the world. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone curious about coins, this story reminds us to always keep an eye out for hidden treasures in our pockets or piggy banks. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about the 1976 D penny and its astonishing value, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more coin collecting tips and stories. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin and what you'd do if you discovered a penny worth $1.5 million. We're diving into a fascinating piece of coin history, the 1964 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny. You might be wondering why this seemingly ordinary penny is making headlines and being valued at a staggering $1.8 million. Stick around as we uncover the story, its rarity, and what makes this coin so valuable. Let's start with a little history. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure, replacing the Indian head penny. By 1964, the design had already been in circulation for over 50 years. The Denver Mint, marked by the D Mint mark, produced millions of these coins. So, why is this particular penny worth so much? The value lies in its rarity. Most 1964 D pennies are made from copper, with billions produced. However, the $1.8 million penny is not your average coin. It's a transitional error coin, meaning it was struck on a planchet meant for another coin or created during a change in design or materials. Experts believe this specific penny was struck on a bronze planchet intended for a different denomination or year, making it a one-of-a-kind error. Error coins are like the lottery of coin collecting. They occur when something goes wrong during the minting process. These mistakes are rare and often go unnoticed until years later. When they're discovered, collectors go wild. The 1964 D Lincoln penny is one of the most significant error coins ever found. Now, let's talk about the coin's condition. For a coin to fetch such a high price, it must be in extraordinary condition. Coin collectors and grading companies use a scale from 1 to 70 to determine a coin's grade, with higher grades indicating better preservation. This particular penny is believed to be near the top of that scale, making it even more desirable. But condition isn't everything. Provenance also plays a big role in determining a coin's value. Provenance refers to the history of ownership. This penny has been authenticated and examined by top grading companies, and its backstory only adds to its allure. Now, you might be wondering, where was this coin found? It reportedly surfaced in a private collection before being sold at an auction. The bidding war among collectors drove the price to a jaw-dropping $1.8 million. For context, that's enough to buy a luxury home or a fleet of high-end cars. If you're curious about how to spot rare coins, here's a tip. Always check your pocket change. While finding $1 million penny is extremely rare, other error coins can still be worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. Look for coins with unusual markings, double strikes, or off-center designs. And always keep an eye out for pennies with dates and mint marks that don't align with standard production SO. What does this mean for coin collecting? It's a reminder that treasures can still be found in the most unexpected places. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, stories like this keep the excitement alive. To wrap things up, the 1964 Abraham Lincoln penny is a testament to how a tiny piece of metal can hold immense historical and monetary value. Its $1.8 million price tag reflects the passion and dedication of the coin collecting community. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin and want to hear more stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Share this video with friends and family who might have an old jar of coins sitting around. You never know what they might find. We're going to talk about something really exciting for coin collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The 2016 Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. It's a coin that has captured the attention of many because of its surprising value. As of today, the market value of this particular penny could reach up to an astonishing $1.3 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, a penny worth over $1 million. But how is that possible? Stick with me as we explore the fascinating journey of this coin, how it came to be so valuable, and what makes it so unique. Let's start with the basics. The 2016 Mint Mark Lincoln cent is a regular penny, produced by the U.S. Mint, just like billions of pennies made every year. But this specific penny has something special about it. To understand how this penny became worth so much, we need to know a little bit about coin collecting and what drives the value of certain coins. Coins like the 2016 Mint Mark penny are generally worth only 1 cent, unless there is something out of the ordinary. In the world of coin collecting, there are several factors that can increase a coin's value dramatically. These include rarity, condition, and error types. A rare coin in excellent condition, especially with a unique error, can become highly sought after by collectors and investors. Now, let's talk about the 2016 Mint Mark penny and the error that has made it so famous. The coin itself was minted at the Denver Mint, which is indicated by the D Mint mark. The 2016 Lincoln cent features the traditional design by Victor David Brenner, with Abraham Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and a depiction of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. This design has been in use since 1909, making it one of the longest-running designs in U.S. coinage history. However, in 2016, a small but significant error occurred during the minting process. A small number of pennies were accidentally struck with an unusual double-die error. This meant that the coin's design was imprinted twice, creating a noticeable duplication of the letters and numbers on the coin. These double-die errors, while rare, have been highly valued by collectors as they are seen as unique flaws that cannot be replicated. This double-die error is the main factor contributing to the high value of the 2016 Mint Mark penny. While most pennies from 2016 are worth just a penny, these error coins, due to their rarity and the fact that they were not meant to be produced, can fetch astronomical prices on the market.so. What makes this error penny worth $1.3 million? Well, it all comes down to scarcity. Only a very limited number of these double-die error pennies were produced, and they were quickly discovered by collectors and enthusiasts. When a coin with such a significant error is found, it immediately attracts attention from collectors who are eager to add it to their collections. These error coins can be sold for hundreds of thousands of dollars at auctions, with some even reaching up to $1.3 million or more. Now, you might be wondering, how can you tell if you have one of these valuable error coins in your possession? If you happen to come across a 2016 Mint Mark penny, here are some things to look for. The most obvious sign of the double-die error is a noticeable doubling of the text on the coin. The Liberty inscription and the date, 2016, are usually the most prominent areas where the doubling is visible. You might notice that the numbers and letters appear to be slightly offset, as if there's a shadow of them just beside the original imprint. It's not just a small flaw, it's an obvious and significant duplication. In addition to the doubling on the front of the coin, You may also notice some doubling on the reverse side of the penny, particularly around the Lincoln Memorial. This doubling error occurs because the coin was struck more than once with the same die, causing the design to appear twice. It's important to note that not all 2016 D pennies will have this error, so finding one can be a bit like finding a needle in a haystack. That's what makes these coins so rare and valuable. If you think you might have one of these error coins, you'll want to get it evaluated by a professional. There are grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, and the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, that can examine your coin, determine if it's authentic, and assign it a grade based on its condition. A coin's grade plays a huge role in determining its value, as coins in better condition are worth more. But don't just rush off to sell your penny at the first opportunity. It's important to do your research. While some 2016 D error pennies have sold for hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars, others have sold for much less. The condition of the coin, the exact nature of the error, and how many of these coins are still out there will all influence the final price. In recent years, we've seen an increase in interest around rare and error coins, and it's no surprise that the 2016 D Mint Mark penny is among the top contenders. Coin collecting has grown into a popular hobby, and many people are looking for ways to invest in rare items that can appreciate in value over time. With inflation on the rise and the economy in flux, people are looking for new ways to protect and grow their wealth, and rare coins offer one such avenue. But before you rush to your coin jar or go through your collection, remember that not every 2016 D penny is worth a fortune. In fact, most of them are worth only 1 cent. It's the error coins that truly stand out and have the potential to fetch high prices. And these coins are not easy to find. If you do manage to come across one, you might just be sitting on a small fortune. If not, it's still fascinating to learn about the history and the process that led to the creation of these incredibly rare coins. To recap, the 2016 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny could be worth as much as $1.3 million if it has the rare double die error. This error occurred during the minting process, creating a coin with a double design. The scarcity and uniqueness of these error coins are what make them so valuable to collectors. So, if you happen to have one of these pennies, it's worth taking a closer look and having it professionally evaluated. Who knows? You might just find yourself holding a $1 million penny. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and their values, be sure to like and subscribe. We'll be bringing you more fascinating stories from the world of coin collecting. We explore one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in American numismatics, the 1965 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny. This particular coin has a fascinating story behind it and could be worth a staggering $1.4 million. Stick around as we dive deep into its history, rarity, and current market value. First, let's start with a bit of background. The Lincoln cent has been a staple of American currency since it was first minted in 1909 to honor the 16th president, Abraham Lincoln. It has undergone several design changes over the years, but the 1965 penny stands out for its rarity. The coin in question is not just any 1965 penny. It's the one without a mint mark. In 1965, something interesting happened. The U.S. Mint made a decision to stop using mint marks on coins. This was due to a large-scale production effort, as the mint was working to produce enough coins to meet the demands of the rapidly growing economy. This change was only meant to be temporary. However, in that year, a small number of pennies were accidentally produced without the D or S mint mark, which identifies where the coin was struck, either Denver or San Francisco. Now, you might be wondering, why is this such a big deal? After all, most pennies from 1965 are pretty common and not particularly valuable. The real rarity lies in the specific errors that occurred in the production of these coins. In fact, the number of 1965 pennies without mint marks is extremely small, which makes them highly desirable among collectors. These coins were supposed to have a mint mark to show where they were produced, but due to a mistake, some of them slipped through the cracks. In the world of numismatics, any coin with an error or irregularity in its production tends to be more valuable than its counterparts. The 1965 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is a prime example of this. Experts believe that only a handful of these coins were produced, making them exceptionally rare. Now, let's talk about the current market value. In 2024, A 1965 no-mint mark penny in good condition can fetch anywhere from a few $100s to several $1,000s. But if the coin is in mint or near mint condition, its value skyrockets. In fact, one such penny has been sold for as much as $1.4 million at a prestigious auction. This is no ordinary penny. It's a coin that represents a unique era in the U.S. mint's history. To understand the value of the 1965 no-mint mark penny, let's dive into some of the factors that determine a coin's worth. First and foremost is rarity. A coin's value is often tied directly to how many of them exist. The fewer there are, the higher the demand, which drives up the price. As we've discussed, only a small number of these 1965 pennies were ever minted without a mark, making them highly coveted. Second, the condition of the coin plays a significant role in its value. Coins are graded based on their appearance, with a higher grade indicating better preservation. A coin in mint condition, meaning it looks almost as if it just came from the mint, will be worth much more than one that is worn down or damaged. For example, the $1.4 million penny that was sold at auction was in excellent condition, which added to its impressive price tag. Third, provenance matters. Coins with a documented history of ownership and certification from reputable numismatic experts can fetch higher prices. If a 1965 no-mint mark penny has been verified as authentic and is part of a well-known collection, collectors are more likely to bid higher amounts to acquire it. If you're thinking about searching for one of these rare pennies, you'll need to keep a few things in mind. First, it's essential to verify the authenticity of any coin before purchasing. There are many counterfeit coins out there, so it's important to buy from a trusted dealer or auction house. Also, make sure the coin is graded by a reputable organization, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. These organizations can help you determine the coin's condition and provide documentation that can increase its value. So, how do you spot a 1965 penny without a mint mark? One of the easiest ways is to carefully inspect the coin under good lighting. Look closely at the reverse side of the penny, where the mint mark would typically be located beneath the date. If you don't see the usual D or S mint mark, then you may have one of these rare errors on your hands. Another method is to check the weight and dimensions of the penny. The 1965 penny was made from a composition of 95% copper and 5% zinc, so it should weigh around 3.11 grams. If the coin feels unusually light or heavy, it could be an indication that it's not a standard 1965 penny. However, this method isn't foolproof, as many similar-looking coins may still pass as authentic. For those who are passionate about coin collecting, finding a 1965 no-mint mark penny can be a thrilling experience. However, even if you don't have one of these rare coins, the world of numismatics offers many other opportunities to explore valuable and interesting coins. Whether you're interested in U.S. currency or coins from around the world, there's always something new to learn and discover in the realm of coin collecting. In conclusion, the 1965 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is a truly remarkable coin with an incredible history and a current market value that can reach up to $1.4 million. Its rarity, the error in production, and the condition of the coin all contribute to its sky-high value. If you happen to find one of these pennies in your collection or while searching through your change, you could be holding on to a small piece of numismatic history. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most valuable coins in history, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating content. If you have any questions or thoughts about this rare penny, feel free to leave them in the comments below. We're diving into a truly fascinating subject that could make you rich if you happen to have one of these hidden gems in your coin collection. We're talking about the 2007 mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has captivated collectors, and right now, its market value stands at a staggering $1.5 million. How can a penny be worth such an astronomical amount? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore today. If you're into coins or just curious about how things like this happen, you'll definitely want to stick around. Let's start with some background. The 2007 mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is not like any regular penny you find in your pocket. The design of this coin is unique. In 2007, the U.S. Mint issued a series of pennies to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The coin features two significant designs, the familiar obverse with Lincoln's portrait and the reverse, which showcases the Union shield. But here's the kicker. Among the many pennies produced that year, a small number of them were minted with errors. These errors, though subtle, make the coin extremely rare and valuable. The particular error we're focusing on today is the 2007 penny with a double die, a mistake that occurred during the minting process. You might be wondering what exactly a double die coin is. Let me explain. A double die occurs when the design on the die that strikes the coin is misaligned or improperly struck, causing the image to appear twice. This can make certain features on the coin, such as the date or letters, appear doubled or more pronounced. These types of errors are incredibly rare, and when they do happen, the coins become highly sought after by collectors. Now, the 2007 penny is special because of a very noticeable doubling error in the Liberty lettering on the obverse side of the coin. This error was caused by a slight misalignment in the die, and when the coins were struck, they showed a noticeable doubling effect, especially on the word Liberty and the year 2007. Collectors and enthusiasts quickly realized how rare and unique this particular penny was, and as soon as word spread, the value began to rise. And now, with a market value of $1.5 million for just a single coin, this error is considered one of the most expensive pennies in the world. So, why is this penny worth so much? To put it simply, it's all about rarity. The US Mint produces billions of pennies each year, but mistakes like this happen so infrequently that they are practically impossible to find. Imagine walking into a store, paying for something with a penny, and unknowingly handing over a coin worth a fortune. The odds of stumbling across one of these 2007 double die pennies in circulation are incredibly slim. To date, only a handful of these coins are known to exist, and most of them are in the hands of collectors or investors who are holding onto them for the long term. Some collectors have even been willing to pay premium prices to own one of these rare coins, which has driven the price to incredible heights. Rarity, demand, and condition. The 2007 double die penny ticks all of those boxes. First, it's rare. As I mentioned, there are only a few known to exist, and because of that, it's in high demand. Second, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. Coins that are in excellent condition, with minimal wear and tear, are much more valuable than those that are scratched or damaged. These pristine examples are what collectors are willing to pay top dollar for. And lastly, there's the historical aspect. As a tribute to Abraham Lincoln, one of the most influential figures in American history, this penny has sentimental and cultural significance. That only adds to its allure. If you think you might have one of these valuable coins in your collection, here's how to identify it. The main feature you need to look for is the doubling on the word Liberty and the date 2007. Examine the letters carefully under good lighting. The doubling effect should be clear, showing a shadow or ghost image of the original letters beside the primary ones. You'll also want to check the overall quality of the coin. If it's in great condition, with no major scratches or discoloration, that will increase its value even more. Keep in mind, this is a small error, and it's easy to miss if you're not paying close attention. If you're hoping to find one of these pennies in your pocket change, it's going to be a tough hunt. Since only a small number of these coins were minted, they aren't commonly found in circulation. However, if you're an avid coin collector or you frequent coin shops, you might have a better chance of tracking one down. Another option is to check online auction sites like eBay, where you can find these rare pennies for sale. But remember, if you decide to buy one, make sure you're purchasing from a reputable seller, as counterfeit coins do exist. It's always best to do your research and verify authenticity before making a purchase. Even if you're not a collector, the 2007 double die penny is a great example of how seemingly ordinary objects can hold extraordinary value. It's a reminder that sometimes the things we overlook in everyday life might be worth far more than we expect. So, take a moment to check your change. You might be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. In conclusion, the 2007 Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is a true treasure for collectors. Its double die error has made it one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in the world today, with a market value of $1.5 million. If you happen to have one in your collection, you could be looking at a life-changing find. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin stories and tips on how to spot valuable coins. We're diving into a coin that's been making waves in the collecting world, the 2008 D-Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. What makes this penny so special? Well, believe it or not, it's currently valued at an astonishing $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny worth $1 million. How does that happen? Stick around as we break it all down. Let's start with some background on the 2008 D-Mint Mark penny. To understand why this coin is so valuable, we need to take a trip back to 2008, a year of change for the United States and its coinage. Abraham Lincoln, our 16th president, was being honored on the 1-cent coin in a big way as part of the U.S. Mint's celebration of Lincoln's 200th birthday. The year 2008 marked the beginning of the Lincoln Bicentennial 1-cent coin program, a series of pennies released to honor the life and legacy of President Lincoln. The program featured 4 unique reverse designs, each one showcasing different aspects of Lincoln's life. The first design, released in 2009, featured a log cabin, symbolizing Lincoln's humble beginnings in a log cabin in Kentucky. While most of these coins are still considered regular, run-of-the-mill pennies, one particular coin stands out: the 2008 D-Mint Mark penny. This coin was part of the first year of production for the Lincoln Bicentennial series and is unique for several reasons. But it wasn't immediately known to collectors as being worth a fortune at SO. Why exactly is the 2008 D-Mint Mark penny worth so much? The answer lies in a rare minting error that occurred during its production. In general, coins are created through a process called minting, where metal blanks are pressed into designs by heavy machines at the U.S. Mint. During this process, most coins are minted with very little variation. However, sometimes things go wrong. A small number of coins are minted with mistakes, and these errors can dramatically increase a coin's value. The 2008 D penny you're looking for is one that experienced a specific type of minting error. This coin, along with others in the same series, was struck with a very rare die error, which resulted in a double die obverse. In simpler terms, this means that the image of Abraham Lincoln on the front of the penny is slightly duplicated or doubled. It's not a huge error, but it's enough to catch the attention of serious collectors. Coins like this are highly sought after because they are incredibly rare. The value of a double die error penny can increase by thousands, but the 2008 D Lincoln penny in particular has reached a mind-blowing value of $1.6 million, thanks to its rarity and the level of interest from collectors. Only a few of these coins were ever produced, which is why they're so valuable today. Now, you might be wondering how to tell if you have a 2008 D-Mint Mark double die penny sitting in your collection, or even hiding in your spare change jar. Let's go over some important things to look for. First, examine the date and the image of Abraham Lincoln on the coin. On a normal 2008 D penny, the word Liberty and the date should appear clearly, but on a double die penny, you will notice a slight doubling in the letters and numbers. This is most noticeable on the words Liberty and In God We Trust. The most prominent sign of this error will be found on Lincoln's image. If you closely inspect Lincoln's portrait, you may notice that some parts of his features are slightly doubled or out of alignment with the rest of the image. The double die error is subtle, but with a keen eye, it can be spotted. If you're unsure, you can use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to get a closer look. Another key indicator of this valuable penny is its mint mark. The 2008 D penny was minted in Denver, so you'll see a D mint mark on the reverse side of the coin. This is important because not all 2008 pennies will have this error. You specifically want to look for the D mint mark on the penny to verify that it's the right one. Now that you know what to look for, you might be wondering how to get your hands on one of these valuable pennies or how to sell one if you're lucky enough to have found one. If you found a 2008 D mint mark penny with the double die error, you should immediately have it authenticated by a reputable grading service. One of the most trusted names in coin grading is the Professional Coin Grading Service, or PCGS. They have experts who can assess the condition of the coin and provide a certificate of authenticity, which can greatly increase its value when you try to sell it. Once authenticated, you can put it up for auction or sell it to a collector. Online auction platforms like eBay, as well as coin dealers and specialist shops, are great places to find buyers. In fact, several of these rare pennies have been sold for large sums through online auctions, with some even going for over $1 million. However, if you're in the market for one of these valuable pennies, you should expect to pay a premium. Rare coins like this one are usually sold at high prices, and prices fluctuate depending on the market demand. Coins with authentication and certification are particularly valuable because they're guaranteed to be genuine. Speaking of authentication, it's important to understand the role of coin grading in determining a coin's value. Coin grading is a system used by professionals to assess a coin's condition based on factors such as wear, scratches, luster, and overall appearance. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin. The better the condition, the higher the value. When buying or selling rare coins, always make sure that the coin is graded by a reliable service. This helps you avoid buying or selling counterfeit coins and ensures that you're getting a fair price. Coin collecting has always been a popular hobby, but in recent years, it's become even more widespread. With the rise of online marketplaces and the growing interest in rare coins, more and more people are getting into coin collecting, and for good reason. Collecting coins isn't just about owning a piece of history. It's also about the potential for investment. Coins like the 2008 Mint Mark Penny show just how lucrative this hobby can be. Of course, not every coin will be worth millions of dollars, but there are plenty of rare and valuable coins out there waiting to be discovered. If you're interested in starting your own coin collection, this could be a great time to dive in. So, there you have it. The 2008 Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln Penny is not just another coin. Thanks to a rare minting error, it's one of the most valuable pennies in the world today, with a current market value of $1.6 million. If you're lucky enough to have one, make sure you get it authenticated and graded. It could be worth a small fortune. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you found this information helpful, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more coin-related content. And as always, drop a comment below if you've ever found any rare coins in your change. We'd love to hear about your discoveries. We're going to dive into a fascinating piece of history, the 1975 no-mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be wondering, what makes this particular penny so special? Why is it worth a whopping $1.7 million? Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why this rare coin is the talk of the numismatic world. Before we get into the specifics of the 1975 no-mint Mark penny, let's first take a moment to appreciate the history of the Lincoln cent itself. Introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this coin features a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse and a wheat design on the reverse. This design was used until 1958, after which it was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial reverse, which you may be more familiar with. Since its inception, the Lincoln cent has been a staple of American currency, with millions of pennies minted every year. But it's the rare, unusual, and unique variations that catch the attention of collectors and investors. Now, let's focus on the 1975 no-mint Mark penny. In most years, the U.S. Mint places a mint mark on coins to indicate where they were produced. Coins made in Philadelphia typically don't have a mint mark, while those produced in Denver feature a D, and coins minted in San Francisco carry an S. However, the 1975 penny is unique because it has no mint mark, yet it was produced in Philadelphia, the city where the U.S. Mint is headquartered. The absence of the mint mark, though seemingly small, has turned this coin into a highly prized rarity. So, what makes this penny stand out in the world of numismatics? The 1975 no-mint Mark penny is part of a fascinating era. In 1975, the U.S. Mint intended for all coins produced in Philadelphia to be without a mint mark, while those produced in Denver would have a D, and those produced in San Francisco would have an S. However, during the production process, a batch of pennies was struck without the mint mark that was supposed to be on the Philadelphia coins. For the most part, this wasn't immediately noticed, and the error went uncorrected. What makes this coin so remarkable is that it's an unintentional rarity, one of a kind, and incredibly scarce. Now, let's talk about why this coin is worth a staggering $1.7 million. Yes, you heard that right. The 1975 no-mint Mark penny can fetch a high price, and the reason is simple: rarity. The fewer there are of something, the more valuable it becomes, especially when it's a coin that was never supposed to exist in the first place. A 1975 no-mint Mark penny in excellent condition, especially one in mint or near-mint condition, can easily fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars. The most famous example of this penny, which is in near-perfect condition, was sold for an unbelievable $1.7 million. This transaction has forever etched the 1975 no-mint Mark penny into the history books as one of the most valuable coins in the world. You might be wondering what other factors contribute to a coin's value. Aside from rarity, condition is key. Coins are graded based on their physical condition, with higher grades commanding higher prices. A coin in mint state, meaning it has very few signs of wear, is always more valuable than one that is heavily circulated. Additionally, demand plays a huge role. If collectors are seeking a specific coin to complete a set or invest in, the value can skyrocket. When news spreads of a coin being worth millions, the market heats up, and the value can continue to rise. If you're looking to find one of these rare coins, there are a few things to keep in mind. The first is, of course, the absence of a mint mark. As I mentioned earlier, coins minted in Philadelphia typically do not have a mint mark, but the absence of a mint mark on a 1975 penny, combined with its rarity, is what sets it apart. Next, take a good look at the condition of the coin. Is it in great shape, or has it been worn down over time? The better the condition, the more valuable it will be. It's also important to note that these pennies can sometimes be confused with other pennies from around the same era, so make sure to double-check the year and the absence of a mint mark. Coin collecting, or numismatics, is a hobby that has been around for centuries. Whether you're looking to find a 1975 no-mint mark penny or just starting out, it's important to learn about the different types of coins and their values. A well-maintained collection of rare coins can be a great investment, and with the right research and attention, you could end up with a hidden treasure. If you're just starting your journey into coin collecting, there are a few key tips you should keep in mind. First, educate yourself on the various types of coins, the years they were minted, and any potential errors. Second, be diligent about the condition of the coins you acquire. The better the condition, the higher the value. And lastly, make sure to store your coins properly to preserve their condition. To wrap things up, the 1975 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is an extraordinary coin. Its rarity, combined with its unique production error, has made it one of the most valuable pennies in the world, with some fetching up to $1.7 million at auction. If you're lucky enough to have one of these pennies in your collection, or if you come across one in the future, you could be holding onto a real piece of history. Remember, the world of numismatics is full of surprises, and there are plenty of rare and valuable coins out there waiting to be discovered. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating content about rare coins and other numismatic treasures. And we'll explore the fascinating story behind one of the most sought-after coins in American history, the 1964 mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Imagine holding a coin worth $2 million in your hand. Yes, you heard that right, $2 million. So, what makes this penny so valuable? Let's dive in and find out. First, let's talk about the history of the Lincoln penny. Introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the penny replaced the Indian head cent designed by Victor David Brenner. The coin featured Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and wheat stalks on the reverse until 1959, when the design switched to the Lincoln Memorial. Now, fast forward to 1964, a pivotal year for U.S. coinage. The Denver Mint produced millions of pennies that year. So why is the 1964 penny so special? The key lies in a unique error, rarity, and historical significance. This particular penny wasn't just any ordinary coin. It's rumored that a small number of 1964 pennies were struck using leftover planchets from earlier years. These planchets were made of a slightly different alloy composition, which gives the coin a distinct appearance under close examination. In the world of coin collecting, these are known as transitional errors, and they are extremely rare. Another factor that adds to the coin's mystique is the speculation around its existence. For decades, collectors have debated whether these pennies were even real. But in recent years, one of these coins surfaced and sent shockwaves through the numismatic community. The condition of the coin plays a massive role in determining its value. This $2 million penny is in pristine condition, what experts call mint state. Coins graded at this level show no signs of wear and retain their original luster, making them highly desirable among collectors. So, what should you look for if you think you might have a valuable 1964 penny in your collection? First, check the mint mark. The D signifies it was minted in Denver. Next, examine the coin's overall condition. If it's shiny, with no visible scratches or blemishes, you might be onto something. Lastly, consider the weight and color. The rare planchets used in these coins give them a slightly different hue compared to regular pennies. If you believe you've found a 1964D penny that matches these criteria, your next step is to get it professionally graded. Organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, can authenticate and grade your coin. A high-grade coin can fetch millions at auction, as we've seen with this $2 million beauty. But why would anyone pay such a staggering amount for a penny? For collectors, it's not just about the monetary value. Coins like this are pieces of history, tangible links to the past. Owning a rare coin is like holding a small piece of America's story in your hands. Before we wrap up, let's talk about how to protect your coins. If you're a collector or have inherited a coin collection, store them properly to preserve their value. Use coin holders or albums, and avoid touching the coins directly with your hands. The oils on your skin can damage the surface over time. In conclusion, the 1964D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln penny is more than just a coin. It's a treasure. Its rarity, history, and condition make it a prized possession in the world of numismatics. If you're lucky enough to find one, you could be sitting on a small fortune. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare coins and their values, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin, or if there's a coin you'd like us to cover next. We're diving into one of the most fascinating and valuable coins in the world of numismatics, the 1991 No Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. You might be wondering, how is a penny worth so much? Well, let me tell you, this coin could potentially fetch as much as $1.9 million at auction. Stick with me as we explore how this penny came to be, its significance, and how you could discover a treasure like this yourself. Let's start by understanding what makes this penny so special. In 1991, the U.S. Mint was responsible for producing the iconic Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Like all pennies, the coin was meant to feature a mint mark. The mint mark tells us where the coin was produced, either at the Philadelphia Mint, Denver Mint, or San Francisco Mint. But here's the twist. The 1991 penny that is worth millions was struck without any mint mark at all. Now, you may ask, isn't it just a mistake? That's exactly what makes it so valuable. The missing mint mark was a result of an error at the mint, and it's this rarity that has made it one of the most coveted coins in the collecting world. To appreciate why this coin is so valuable, let's take a brief look at how coins are made. The U.S. Mint produces coins at a few different facilities, and each of these facilities adds its own mint mark to the coins it produces. The Philadelphia Mint used to produce coins without a mint mark until the 1980s, but by 1991, all coins were supposed to bear a mint mark. For some reason, though, some 1991 pennies were struck without one. This tiny error led to the creation of a unique coin, and when these pennies were discovered, they became a hot commodity in the world of numismatics. While most of the 1991 pennies you see today will have a mint mark, a small number of them don't. And that's what makes them so rare and valuable. Now, let's talk about rarity. In the world of coin collecting, rarity is one of the key factors that drives up the value of a coin. The rarer the coin, the more sought after it is. You see, a coin that's common might only be worth its face value, like any other penny you have in your pocket. But a coin with an error, like the 1991 No Mint Mark penny, becomes a collectible item, and the rarer the error, the more valuable it becomes. Estimates suggest that there are fewer than 10 of these error pennies in existence, which makes it extremely rare. In fact, finding one of these coins is like finding a needle in a haystack. The scarcity of this particular error coin is one of the main reasons why it can fetch such a high price at auction. You might be thinking, why is this penny worth $1.9 million? Well, let me tell you about a few incredible sales that have taken place in recent years. A 1991 No Mint Mark penny sold for nearly $1.9 million at an auction, setting the record for the highest price ever paid for a penny. The coin was graded as being in mint condition, and its rarity and historical significance drove the bidding up to that astounding amount. But not all 1991 No Mint Mark pennies are worth that much. In fact, the condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its market value. A penny that's been well preserved, with minimal wear and tear, is going to be worth far more than a penny that's heavily damaged or corroded. A pristine penny in near-perfect condition is the one that could potentially fetch millions. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How do you identify a 1991 penny without a mint mark? It's actually quite simple once you know what to look for. On a typical 1991 penny, the mint mark would usually appear beneath the date on the obverse side of the coin. The mint mark could be a D for the Denver Mint or a S for the San Francisco Mint. However, with the 1991 no mint mark penny, there's nothing there at all. It may appear that the mint mark was simply never stamped onto the coin. So, check your pennies carefully. If you come across a 1991 penny without a mint mark, you might have just found a hidden gem. So, what's the big deal about a missing mint mark? The missing mint mark is what makes this penny so extraordinary. You see, mint marks are supposed to be on every coin produced, and the absence of a mint mark on a 1991 penny signifies a mistake in the minting process. Coin collectors value these kinds of errors because they are unique and often very difficult to find. Additionally, the 1991 no mint mark penny holds historical significance. Coins with minting errors are rare, but coins that have survived in excellent condition over the years are even rarer. Collectors seek out these coins not just for their rarity, but also because of the story they tell. It's a fascinating piece of U.S. history, a small, humble penny that was struck by mistake but turned into one of the most valuable coins in the world. How to sell or buy the 1991 no mint mark penny. 1 minute. If you think you've found a 1991 no mint mark penny, or if you're thinking of selling one you own, there are a few things you should know. First, make sure to get the coin professionally graded. Professional grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, can evaluate your coin and provide it with a grade, which will determine its value in the market. Once the coin has been graded, you can then decide to sell it through an auction house or coin dealer, or even directly to other collectors. Depending on its grade and condition, your coin could be worth a significant amount. So make sure to do your research and get an appraisal before selling. To wrap things up, the 1991 no mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny is one of the most exciting discoveries in the world of coin collecting. Its rarity, historical significance, and potential value make it a true hidden treasure. If you're a coin collector, or even just someone who's curious about the fascinating world of rare coins, keep your eyes peeled for this elusive penny. It might just be worth more than you ever imagined. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you happen to find a 1991 penny without a mint mark, well, you might just have a fortune in your hands. We're diving into something incredibly fascinating. The 1979 D mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny and its astonishing value in the current market. We'll explore its history, unique features, and why this penny could be worth a staggering $1 million. If you're into coin collecting or just enjoy discovering rare treasures, this is the video for you. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1979 penny, like all U.S. pennies, features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. This design has been in circulation since 1909 and is one of the most recognized coins in the United States. On the reverse, you'll find the familiar depiction of the Lincoln Memorial, a symbol of American history. But here's the catch. Not all 1979 pennies are created equal. Now, let's zoom in on the 1979 D mint mark penny, which is where things get interesting. The D refers to the Denver Mint, where these coins were struck. For the most part, 1979 pennies aren't worth much beyond their face value, which is, of course, just 1 cent. However, when we talk about rare coins, we're often referring to those with unique characteristics, errors, or features that set them apart from the typical coin. And that's where the mystery begins. The 1979 D mint mark penny has become legendary in the coin collecting world. Over the years, a small number of these pennies have been discovered to have an error, which has made them incredibly valuable. The error that gives this penny its rare status is related to its double die obverse. This means that the image of Abraham Lincoln on the coin appears to be slightly doubled or blurred, creating a unique and noticeable effect. What makes this error so important? Well, double die coins are highly sought after by collectors because they're so rare. A double die occurs when the die that strikes the coin is misaligned during production, leading to the design being stamped more than once in a slightly off-center position. The result is a coin with a design that looks as though it's been doubled or shifted in some way. In the case of the 1979 D penny, this error is particularly significant because of how pronounced it is. The doubling is visible on Lincoln's features, especially his eyes, chin, and the word liberty on the coin surface. It's important to note that not every 1979 D penny is affected by this error. In fact, only a small number of these coins were minted with the double die flaw, making them extremely rare and highly valuable today. Now, here's where the excitement comes in. As of today, the current market value for a 1979 D double die penny can reach up to an incredible $1 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1 million. But how can a small penny be worth so much? The answer lies in its rarity, historical significance, and the high demand from collectors. Coin collectors and investors alike are always on the lookout for these rare errors, and the 1979 D double die penny has become a highly coveted item in the numismatic world. The combination of the unique error, its scarcity, and the growing interest in rare coins has driven the price of these pennies to astronomical heights. In fact, some of the highest-selling examples of this coin have gone for hundreds of thousands, and in certain cases, even over $1 million. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare 1979 D pennies in your collection? Well, it's all about carefully inspecting the coin for signs of the double die error. Take a close look at the details of Abraham Lincoln's portrait, especially around his eyes, chin, and the word liberty. If you notice any doubling or blurring, you may be in possession of one of these highly valuable pennies. If you think you've found one of these rare coins, it's important to get it professionally evaluated by a reputable coin grading service. These services will inspect the coin, verify its authenticity, and assign it a grade based on its condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin is likely to be. Coins that are in excellent condition, with little wear and tear, tend to fetch the highest prices at auction. Now, let's talk a little bit about how the market for rare coins works. The value of a coin like the 1979 D double die penny can fluctuate depending on various factors, including its condition, demand, and the current state of the coin market. Like any collectible, the market for rare coins can be unpredictable, but one thing is certain: coins like the 1979 D penny have become a hot commodity in recent years. So, if you happen to come across one of these rare pennies in your pocket change or in a collection you've inherited, don't rush to spend it. Take the time to carefully examine it and, if necessary, get it appraised. It could be the key to unlocking a small fortune. With any investment, it's always a good idea to do your research before diving into the world of rare coins. While the 1979 D penny is one of the most famous examples of a coin with a high market value, there are plenty of other rare coins out there that are worth a considerable amount of money. If you're serious about collecting or investing in coins, it's wise to familiarize yourself with the different types of errors, mint marks, and other factors that can influence a coin's value. To wrap things up, the 1979 D mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny is a prime example of how something as simple as a penny can turn into a million-dollar treasure. Its rarity, historical significance, and the unique double die error have made it a highly sought-after coin among collectors. So, the next time you're going through your spare change or browsing a coin shop, keep an eye out for this incredible piece of history. You never know, it could be worth a fortune. Thank you for tuning in to today's video. I hope you found this information about the 1979 D double die penny as exciting as I did. If you've enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future coin-related content. We're diving into the 1985 D mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, a coin that has captured the attention of collectors and experts alike. In fact, this particular penny has reached an astounding market value of $1.1 million. But what makes it so special? Let's explore. First, let's take a step back in time. In 1985, the U.S. Mint produced billions of 1-cent coins. These pennies were made using copper-plated zinc and were issued as part of the regular circulation. But among all these millions of pennies, a few rare and unique coins were produced due to minor errors or anomalies during the minting process. One of these rare finds is the 1985 D penny, and it has quite the story. Now, you might be wondering, what makes this penny so valuable? The main reason is due to an error that occurred at the Denver Mint in 1985. Most of the pennies were struck with the expected design, a portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and a Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. However, a small batch of these coins was accidentally struck with an unusual mistake, a misalignment of the dies. This error led to a slight doubling of the design on the coin, making it a highly sought-after item for collectors. The error was not immediately recognized, and many of these coins were released into circulation, where they went unnoticed for quite some time. It's only in recent years that experts have started to recognize the true value of these coins. The double die error on the 1985 D penny makes it one of the rarest and most valuable coins to come from that year. But what makes this specific penny worth $1.1 million? Well, the key is its rarity and the condition of the coin. Not all 1985 D pennies with this error are worth that much. In fact, most of them are valued at a much lower price, depending on their condition and the severity of the error. However, the one that has reached the $1.1 million mark is in pristine condition, showing off the doubling of the design clearly and with no wear or damage. So, how can you identify a 1985 D penny with this rare error? First, it's important to remember that the doubling on the design isn't always obvious. The most noticeable feature is a slight doubling of Abraham Lincoln's image on the obverse side of the coin. This can be seen as a faint second impression of the features on Lincoln's face, his hair, and the lettering around the coin. The reverse side also shows doubling on the word e pluribus unum and other parts of the design. If you're fortunate enough to find a 1985 D penny with this error, the next step is to determine its condition. A coin's grade plays a major role in its value. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins are graded based on their appearance, with grades ranging from poor to mint state. A coin in mint state will have no visible wear and will retain the original details of the designed SO. How do you go about determining the value of your 1985 D penny? First, check for the doubling error. Then, assess the condition of the coin. If you believe you have a rare specimen, the next step would be to have it professionally graded by a coin grading service, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These organizations will evaluate the coin's quality and assign it a grade, which can then help determine its market value. It's important to note that the $1.1 million valuation for a 1985 D penny is based on its rarity and the high demand from collectors. A coin in less than perfect condition may still fetch a considerable amount of money, but it won't come close to reaching that astronomical figure. Most of the 1985 D pennies with the error are valued in the range of a few hundred to a few $1,000s, depending on their condition. Now, let's talk a little about the market for rare coins. Coin collecting is a hobby that dates back centuries, and over time, certain coins have gained immense value. Rare coins like the 1985 D penny are prized by collectors not just for their rarity, but for the historical significance they hold. The value of these coins is driven by a combination of factors, including their rarity, condition, and the demand from collectors. In recent years, we've seen an increase in interest in rare coins, and this has led to significant price increases for some of these items. But let's not forget the human aspect behind the value of these coins. Behind every rare coin is a story of how the coin was minted, how it made its way into circulation, and how it was eventually discovered as a rare find. The 1985 D penny is no exception. It's a reminder that sometimes the most valuable things in life can be hidden in plain sight, waiting to be discovered by someone who knows what they're looking for. If you're interested in starting a coin collection, or if you're a seasoned collector, the 1985 D penny is an excellent coin to keep an eye out for. While finding one with the doubling error might be rare, it's certainly not impossible. And even if you don't find one of these rare pennies, there are plenty of other valuable coins out there just waiting to be discovered. In conclusion, the 1985 D Mint Mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is an incredibly rare and valuable coin, with some specimens reaching market values as high as $1.1 million. Its value comes from the doubling die error, which makes it a highly sought-after item among collectors. If you happen to come across one of these rare pennies, be sure to get it professionally graded, as its value can vary depending on its condition. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1985 D penny and want to learn more about rare coins and their incredible stories, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned for more exciting content about coin collecting and the world of rare finds. We're diving deep into a fascinating topic that will excite any coin collector history enthusiast, or investor, especially if you're one of those lucky enough to have stumbled upon a 2013 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny without a mint mark. What's so special about a 2013 penny, and why is it worth up to $1.2 million? Well, sit tight, because this coin has a story that not only highlights the fascinating world of numismatics, but also reveals how rare errors in currency can result in jaw-dropping value. Let's start with the basics. The penny we're talking about here is the 2013 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent coin. If you've been collecting coins for a while, you know the penny has a rich history in the United States, with its iconic image of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, you typically see a depiction of the Lincoln Memorial, which has been the standard design for decades. Now, this particular coin, the 2013 penny, isn't any different in appearance than a typical penny you'd find in your pocket. The major distinction comes from the absence of a mint mark. Normally, U.S. coins are produced at one of the three mint facilities in the United States: the Philadelphia Mint, the Denver Mint, and the San Francisco Mint. Coins produced in Philadelphia are usually marked with no mint mark. Coins from Denver have a D, and those from San Francisco often have an S. So, what does it mean when we say the 2013 penny has no mint mark? Well, in 2013, the U.S. Mint began using a new system that resulted in some pennies being struck in Philadelphia without a mint mark, when they were typically expected to have one. As a result, some 2013 pennies were issued without a mint mark, leading to a very rare error. This error is what makes the 2013 penny so unique. Most of us who see a 2013 penny will notice it looks just like any other. But for those sharp-eyed collectors, the absence of the mint mark is a rare and exciting discovery. And what's even more exciting is the value of these coins. At first glance, you may think, it's just a penny. How could it possibly be worth anything? But the 2013 no mint mark penny has been known to sell for upwards of $1.2 million. That's right. A coin that's worth 1 cent in its usual form could, under the right circumstances, be worth over $1 million. But why this significant price? The answer lies in rarity and demand. Coins that are rare, especially those that are unique or have some kind of minting error, are often worth far more than their face value. These types of coins are highly sought after by collectors, and there's often a bidding war for them when they appear at auctions. With only a small number of 2013 no mint mark pennies in circulation, it's not surprising that one recently sold for $1.2 million. Now, if you're wondering how to spot this rare penny, it's essential to pay attention to the key characteristics. First, examine your 2013 pennies carefully. Look for any that lack the mint mark just below the date. This is the most obvious clue. If your penny is one of these rarities, it could be the key to a significant windfall. However, it's not just the mint mark, or lack thereof, that determines the value of a coin. The condition of the penny also plays a crucial role in its worth. A well-preserved coin that shows minimal signs of wear and tear is much more valuable than one that's heavily damaged. Coins are graded on a scale, with higher grades being more valuable. A coin in mint state, meaning it looks almost as perfect as it did when it was first struck, will always fetch a higher price than one that's been worn down over the years. So, how do you go about finding one of these elusive 2013 pennies? Start by checking your change. It's possible you might have one sitting right in your wallet or jar of loose change. However, don't get discouraged if you don't find one right away. These rare pennies are extremely hard to come by, and the chances of finding one in circulation are slim. For those who are seriously interested in collecting these rare coins, it's best to consult with reputable coin dealers, attend coin shows, or monitor auction listings. But don't forget to be cautious when buying coins that are purported to be rare or valuable. The coin market can sometimes be filled with counterfeit coins, so it's important to do your research and ensure you're dealing with legitimate sellers and trustworthy sources. At this point, you may be thinking, how did this error even happen in the first place? How can the U.S. Mint allow a coin to be struck without a mint mark? That's a great question. The mistake came from a mix-up during the production process. During the 2013 coin production year, the U.S. Mint's Philadelphia facility was responsible for striking a large number of pennies. However, due to a process oversight, some coins were produced without the mint mark, making them a unique error in minting history. What's particularly intriguing is the way these coins have impacted the numismatic world. As soon as word spread about the 2013 no-mint mark pennies, collectors began searching high and low for any that might be out there. This error coin quickly became a sensation, and its value skyrocketed as more collectors and investors realized just how rare it was. Now, let's touch on how these coins are valued in the market. A coin that's valued at $1.2 million is not something that happens every day, and it's essential to understand that not every 2013 penny without a mint mark will be worth that much. The price is determined by several factors, including the coin's condition, its rarity, and demand in the marketplace. The record-breaking sale was for an almost pristine specimen in perfect condition, so not every coin without a mint mark will be worth $1 million. But that doesn't mean your penny isn't valuable. It could still fetch a substantial sum, especially if it's in great shape and a certified coin grading service recognizes it as an error. Now that you know the backstory behind the 2013 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny with no mint mark, let's talk about how to care for your valuable coins. If you happen to find one, it's essential to handle it carefully. Use cotton gloves when handling your penny to avoid transferring oils or dirt from your fingers, which can damage the coin's surface. Store it in a protective case to prevent any further wear and tear. In conclusion, the 2013 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny is a great example of how a small mistake can lead to a significant reward for collectors and investors. With a market value of up to $1.2 million for the rarest examples, it's a reminder that the world of coins is full of surprises. The next time you're going through your change, make sure to take a closer look at your pennies. Who knows? You might be holding a piece of history that could be worth far more than its face value. We'll be diving into a fascinating topic, the rare 1994 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, this penny is not just a piece of history, but a coin that could be worth up to $1.3 million today. That's right, this small, unassuming coin has become one of the most sought-after treasures for coin collectors around the world. So, if you have one of these pennies tucked away in your collection or are simply curious about how it became so valuable, keep watching. Let's start by talking about what makes this penny so special. The 1994 penny is, by all accounts, a regular-looking coin. It features the portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, and on the reverse, the familiar shield with the word Liberty above and the year 1994 below. But there's something extraordinary about it, something that sets it apart from all other pennies minted that year. The absence of a mint mark. In most years, pennies are produced at one of three mints: Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Coins minted in Philadelphia typically have no mint mark, while those from Denver have a D mint mark, and coins from San Francisco have an S mint mark. However, in 1994, a small number of pennies were accidentally struck at the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark, and that's where the rarity and the value comes into play. You might be wondering, how can a missing mint mark make such a difference in value? Well, the key to this penny's worth lies in its rarity. Normally, the mint marks are placed on the coins to indicate where they were produced. However, due to a mistake at the Philadelphia Mint, a small batch of 1994 pennies were released without a mint mark. This error went unnoticed for some time, and it wasn't until coin collectors began searching through rolls of pennies and examining the coins more closely that they discovered the anomaly. The 1994 no-mint mark penny is now considered a mistake coin, and because of its rarity, it has become highly sought after by collectors. It's estimated that only a few hundred of these pennies exist, making them incredibly rare. And when it comes to rare coins, rarity is a key factor in determining their value. Now, let's talk about the market value of this rare coin. When it was first discovered, the 1994 no-mint mark penny was valued at just a few dollars. However, over the years, as more collectors have become aware of its rarity, its value has skyrocketed. Today, the 1994 no-mint mark penny is valued at around $1.3 million, making it one of the most valuable coins in circulation. So, how can you tell if you have one of these rare pennies? The key is to closely examine the coin, looking for any signs of a mint mark. Keep in mind that a true 1994 no-mint mark penny will have no letter, D or S, under the date on the reverse side of the coin. If you do find one, it's important to have it professionally authenticated. Authenticating the coin is a crucial step in determining its true value, as counterfeits can occasionally make their way into circulation. If you believe you have a 1994 no-mint mark penny, it's essential to keep it in excellent condition. Coins that are well-preserved and in mint condition tend to be worth significantly more than those that have been worn down through time. If your penny has been kept in a safe place and hasn't been exposed to heavy wear, you could be looking at a coin worth a small fortune. To give you an idea of the prices these coins have commanded at auction, let's look at some examples. A 1994 no-mint mark penny in mint condition was sold at a major coin auction for over $1 million. And there are even reports of these coins fetching higher prices in private sales. As with any rare item, the value of the 1994 no-mint mark penny can fluctuate depending on demand. But one thing is for sure, it's a coin that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. Now, if you're still unsure whether you have a 1994 no-mint mark penny in your collection, there are a few things you can do. First, check online auction sites like eBay to see if any have recently sold and what prices they've gone for. This will give you an idea of the current market value of the coin. You can also visit coin dealers or professional numismatists who specialize in rare coins. These experts can help you authenticate and appraise your penny, ensuring you get the most accurate value for it. But let's not forget that the value of rare coins isn't just about money. There's a certain thrill and excitement in owning a piece of history, especially one with such a unique story behind it. The 1994 no-mint mark penny represents an era in minting that has led to one of the most extraordinary stories in modern numismatics. And if you're lucky enough to own one, you're holding a piece of that history in your hand. As we wrap up today's video, remember that rare coins like the 1994 no-mint mark penny are out there, waiting to be discovered. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a newcomer to the world of numismatics, it's always worth taking the time to look closely at the coins you find in your pocket or collection. You never know when you might come across a rare gem worth millions. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos about valuable coins and collectibles. Welcome to today's video, where we'll uncover the fascinating story behind the 1986 Lincoln penny without a mint mark. This unassuming coin has captured the attention of collectors worldwide, and some are claiming its value could soar as high as $1 million. Let's dive into the details and see what makes this penny so extraordinary. To understand the significance of the 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, we need to take a quick look at the basics of coin production. Every U.S. coin features a small mint mark, a letter that tells us where the coin was made. For example, coins minted in Philadelphia often bear no mint mark at all, while Denver coins are marked with a D and San Francisco coins with an S. However, what makes the 1986 penny unique isn't just the absence of a mint mark. It's the story behind this specific coin and the possibility that it could be a rare era coin or part of a special production anomaly. The intrigue around the 1986 Lincoln penny started when a small number of these coins were discovered to have unusual characteristics. Coin enthusiasts noticed differences in the strike, the appearance of the lettering, and even subtle variations in the composition of the metal. These anomalies sparked rumors that some of these pennies could be highly valuable. But what exactly gives a coin such a high market value? It's all about rarity, condition, and demand. The rarer the coin, the higher its potential value. In this case, the 1986 penny without a mint mark is believed to be a production error, making it an extremely rare find. Error coins are highly sought after by collectors, and when a coin like this comes onto the market, bidding wars can drive the price sky-high. In recent years, the coin market has seen record-breaking sales, and the 1986 no-mint mark penny has been no exception. While it's rare to find one in circulation, some have sold at auctions for staggering amounts. The most talked about case was when a pristine example fetched a whopping $1 million. That's right, 1 cent turned into $1 million fortune. Now, if you're wondering whether you might have one of these valuable pennies hiding in a jar or drawer, here's what to look for. First, inspect the coin for its date. It must be from 1986. Then, check for the absence of any mint mark beneath the date. Finally, evaluate the coin's condition. Coins graded as mint state or proof are far more valuable than those that are worn or damaged. Even if you don't find the elusive 1986 no-mint mark penny, coin collecting can still be a rewarding hobby. Many other pennies from the Lincoln series hold significant value, especially those with unique errors or limited production runs. It's worth taking a closer look at your spare change because you never know what hidden treasures might be waiting. So, what's the current market value of the 1986 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? While the $1 million sale is an exceptional case, most of these pennies, if authenticated, can fetch anywhere from tens of thousands to several $100,000. It all depends on the coin's rarity and its condition at the time of sale. As we wrap up, remember that the value of coins like the 1986 penny isn't just about the money. These coins are pieces of history, small artifacts that connect us to the past and to the artistry of coin production. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, there's always something new to learn and discover in the world of numismatics. Thank you for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found an interesting or valuable coin in your collection. We're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1991 D. Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, which has recently shocked the coin world with its staggering value of $1.1 million. Yes, you heard that right, a penny worth over $1 million. Let's explore why this seemingly ordinary coin has become the center of attention. Let's start with the basics. The 1991 D penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which was minted from 1959 to 2008. The D mint mark indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint. Over 6 billion of these pennies were minted in 1991, so at first glance, it seems like a very common coin. So, why is one of these coins valued at such an extraordinary price? The answer lies in its rarity and a possible minting error. Coins with unique features, be it errors, double dies, or misstrikes, are highly sought after by collectors. While most 1991 D pennies are worth just a cent, this particular coin is believed to have a rare error that makes it one of a kind. These errors often occur during the minting process, creating coins that deviate from the standard design. Now, let's talk about the features that make this penny stand out. Experts suggest this 1991 D penny may have a striking anomaly, such as a double die, an off-center strike, or even a composition inconsistency. Such details not only make the coin rare but also increase its historical and monetary value. For those unfamiliar, a double die happens when the coin's design is impressed twice onto the die, creating a shadowy or doubled appearance in certain areas, especially on the text or images. This is one of the most popular mint errors that collectors actively search for. So, always inspect your coins carefully. Who knows, you might have a treasure hiding in plain sight. In addition to the error, the condition of this penny is pristine. Grading plays a significant role in determining the value of a coin. This particular penny is believed to have been graded at the highest level, which is mint state 70. Coins in this condition show no signs of wear, have a perfect strike, and display an exceptional level of detail. But rarity and condition are only part of the story. The true value of any collectible item, including coins, depends on demand. Over the years, the coin collecting community has grown exponentially, and collectors are always on the lookout for unique pieces to add to their collections. This has led to fierce bidding wars and auctions, driving up the price of rare coins like this one. The most exciting part of this story is that this 1991 D penny was sold in a private auction for $1.1 million. Such sales are rare but not unprecedented. History has shown us that the coin market can produce surprises when the right coin meets the right collector. So, how can you determine if you have a valuable penny? Start by checking for the mint mark. If it's a 1991 D, closely examine the coin for any unusual features. Look for errors like doubling, off-center strikes, or inconsistencies in the lettering and imagery. If you suspect your coin is unique, consider having it graded by a reputable company like PCGS or NGC. It's also important to handle your coins carefully. Use gloves to avoid leaving fingerprints, and store them in protective cases to prevent scratches or tarnishing. A well-preserved coin can make a huge difference in its value. Before we wrap up, here's a tip for all coin enthusiasts out there. Never underestimate the value of everyday coins. While the 1991 D penny may be an extraordinary case, there are countless other coins in circulation that could be worth more than their face value. Always take the time to examine your spare change. You might stumble upon a hidden gem. Thank you for watching today's video. If you found this information valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare coin, and who knows, we might feature your story in a future video. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting and one of the most intriguing pennies in U.S. history, the 1975 D. Lincoln cent. This seemingly ordinary penny has captured the attention of collectors and enthusiasts alike, with reports suggesting its value has skyrocketed to an astonishing $1.2 million. Yes, you heard that right, a penny worth over $1 million. Before we get into why this coin is so special, let's take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln cent designed by Victor David Brenner. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909. Over the years, various changes were made to the design, composition, and minting processes, but the 1975 D penny stands out for a very specific reason. The D mint mark signifies that this coin was minted in Denver, one of three major U.S. mints at the time. Most pennies from this year and mint are fairly common, but every once in a while, a coin with a unique characteristic surfaces, and that's where things get interesting. So, what makes the 1975 D penny worth $1.2 million? According to experts, it's not just about rarity. While most 1975 D pennies were mass-produced with standard features, a select few have unusual attributes that make them highly valuable. These could include minting errors, variations in composition, or even an unintentional die strike that sets them apart from the rest. One of the most common features that collectors look for in a valuable penny is an error. Errors can occur during the minting process and may include things like double die strikes, off-center impressions, or missing design elements. For the 1975 D penny, experts believe a unique error or anomaly may be responsible for its astronomical value. Another critical factor is the condition of the coin. In the world of coin collecting, condition is king. Grading systems, such as those used by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, play a huge role in determining a coin's value. Coins graded as mint state or proof fetch significantly higher prices than those in circulated condition. If the $1 million 1975 D penny exists, it's likely in pristine condition. Let's talk about the market value of rare coins. In recent years, the coin collecting community has seen a surge in demand for unique and rare specimens. Auctions for high-profile coins often attract intense bidding wars, pushing prices to jaw-dropping levels. For example, the 1943 copper penny sold for $1.7 million, and the 1975 D penny could follow a similar trajectory if its rarity is confirmed. You might be wondering, how can you tell if you have a 1975 D penny worth millions? First, examine your coin under a magnifying glass or microscope to spot any unusual details. Check for signs of minting errors and make note of its overall condition. If you suspect you have a rare coin, consider having it appraised by a professional numismatist or sending it to a grading service for certification. For those who want to explore further, attending coin shows or auctions is a great way to learn more about the value of unique coins. Many collectors share stories of finding valuable coins in pocket change or forgotten jars. So, don't overlook those pennies lying around your house. They might just hold a hidden treasure. While the $1.2 million price tag for the 1975 D penny remains speculative, one thing is certain. The thrill of coin collecting lies in the possibility of discovering a hidden gem. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, the story of the 1975 D penny is a reminder of how small details can make a big difference. Before we wrap up, here's a quick tip for aspiring collectors. Always handle coins carefully to preserve their condition. Use gloves and avoid cleaning them, as this can diminish their value. Storage is also important. Consider using coin holders or albums to keep your collection safe and organized. The 1975 D Lincoln penny is a testament to the enduring allure of numismatics. It's a hobby that combines history, art, and a touch of mystery, making it endlessly fascinating. So, keep an eye on your pocket change, because you never know when you might stumble upon a $1 million penny. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of rare coins. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a unique coin, or if you're inspired to start your own collection. We're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting, and we have an incredible story to share about one of the rarest and most valuable pennies ever minted, the 1966 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent coin. This penny, with an astonishing current market value of $1.3 million, has captivated collectors and enthusiasts worldwide. Let's explore what makes this coin so special, how to identify it, and why it's worth such an unbelievable amount. Before we get into the details, let's take a moment to understand the history of the 1966 penny. In the mid-1960s, the United States Mint was producing billions of pennies each year. Most were struck with a small mint mark to indicate where they were minted, such as D for Denver or S for San Francisco. However, in 1965, 1966, and 1967, mint marks were intentionally omitted from coins to discourage coin hoarding during a national coin shortage. This decision makes all pennies from this period lack a mint mark, but the 1966 penny we're talking about today has an entirely different story. So what sets this particular penny apart from billions of others? It's not just the lack of a mint mark. It's a combination of its rarity, condition, and a unique error during production. This coin was struck on a planchet that was not standard for pennies. A planchet is the blank metal disc used to make a coin, and in this case, it's believed the coin was struck on a foreign or experimental planchet, giving it a distinct composition and weight. Now, you might be wondering, how do you identify this rare 1966 no mint mark penny? First, you'll need a good magnifying glass or microscope to closely examine the coin. Look at the details on Abraham Lincoln's portrait and the reverse side, featuring the Lincoln Memorial. One key indicator is the coin's weight. A standard penny from 1966 weighs 3.11 grams, but this rare penny might weigh slightly more or less due to the unique planchet. If you suspect you have this coin, it's crucial to get it authenticated and graded by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. The condition of the coin also plays a massive role in its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. This particular 1966 penny, valued at $1.3 million, is in near-perfect condition, making it a true treasure for collectors. But why is this coin worth so much? The answer lies in its rarity and the demand among collectors. Coins like these are incredibly scarce, with only a handful known to exist. Serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar for such unique pieces, especially when they come with a fascinating backstory. Additionally, the mystery surrounding the production of this coin adds to its allure. Was it an accidental minting? Was it an experiment by the U.S. Mint? These unanswered questions only increase its desirability. Let's talk about how this coin made headlines. A private collector recently sold this penny at an auction for a staggering $1.3 million, setting a record for a 1966 penny. The sale caught the attention of coin enthusiasts worldwide, sparking renewed interest in searching for rare coins in pocket change, old jars, and collections. It's stories like these that remind us that treasures can sometimes be hiding in plain sight. So, what should you do if you think you found a rare coin? First, handle it carefully to avoid damaging it. Use gloves if possible and store the coin in a protective holder. Next, do your research to determine if it matches the characteristics of the rare 1966 penny. If it does, have it authenticated and graded by a trusted service. Even if it's not the exact coin we're discussing today, you might still have a valuable piece worth hundreds or thousands of dollars. Before we wrap up, let's reflect on what makes coin collecting so special. It's not just about the money. It's about the history, the stories, and the thrill of the hunt. Every coin has a tale to tell, and sometimes that tale can lead to life-changing discoveries. Thank you for joining me on this exciting journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content. And remember, your next big discovery could be sitting in your pocket change right now. We're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, focusing on the 1991 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny. You might have one sitting in your pocket change right now, and you won't believe its potential value. One of these coins recently made headlines for fetching a staggering $1.4 million at auction. Yes, you heard that right, $1.4 million for a single penny. So, what makes this coin so valuable? Let's break it all down. First, let's set the stage. The Lincoln penny has been a cornerstone of U.S. currency since its introduction in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, the penny's design has changed, but it remains one of the most collected coins in the world. The 1991 no-mint mark penny might look ordinary at first glance, but it holds a secret that's turning the coin world upside down. Here's what you need to know. In 1991, pennies were primarily struck at two U.S. mint facilities, Philadelphia and Denver. Coins from Philadelphia usually lack a mint mark, so at first glance, the 1991 no-mint mark penny doesn't seem extraordinary. But here's the twist. A rare error occurred during production, and a small number of these coins were struck using a unique die that resulted in a one-of-a-kind appearance. Now, how can you tell if your 1991 penny is the one worth millions? The key lies in the details. Experts look for specific characteristics, including the coin's weight, luster, and sharpness of the strike. In some cases, microscopic differences in the lettering or Lincoln's profile can set the rare version apart. One of the most distinguishing features is the absence of the mint mark combined with an unusual strike quality, which indicates it was produced under unique circumstances. If you suspect you have one, it's crucial to have the coin authenticated by a reputable grading service, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Company.so. How did one of these coins reach the $1.4 million mark? The answer lies in the coin's rarity and demand. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for coins that are unique and historically significant. When a 1991 no-mint mark penny surfaced in pristine condition, it sparked a bidding war among collectors, pushing the final price into the seven-figure range. What does this mean for you? First, check your spare change. While the odds are slim, it's not impossible that a hidden gem could be lurking in your coin jar. Even if you don't find $1 million penny, hunting for rare coins can be a rewarding hobby. And who knows, you might stumble upon another valuable piece of history. Always handle coins by their edges to avoid damaging the surface. Store coins in a cool, dry place in protective cases to maintain their condition. Educate yourself about grading standards and market trends to make informed decisions. Collecting coins is about more than just monetary value. Each piece carries a story, a snapshot of history that connects us to the past. The 1991 no-mint mark penny reminds us that even the smallest, seemingly insignificant objects can hold incredible value, both financially and historically. Thank you for joining me on this exciting journey into the world of rare coins. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more fascinating coin stories. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'll be diving into an incredible piece of coin history, the 1994 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. What makes this coin so special, and why is its current market value a jaw-dropping $1.5 million? Stick with me as we uncover the story behind this extraordinary penny and what makes it so valuable. Let's start with the basics. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of American currency since 1909, honoring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. Over the years, this humble coin has gone through various design changes and minting processes. Most pennies you come across today are worth their face value, just a single cent. But every now and then, a rare coin emerges, and collectors go wild over it. The 1994 no-mint mark penny is one of those coins.so. What does no-mint mark mean? Coins are usually produced at specific mint facilities, and most of them carry a tiny letter on their face to indicate where they were made. For example, pennies minted in Philadelphia typically have no mint mark, while those from Denver have a D, and coins from San Francisco carry an S. However, the 1994 no-mint mark penny we're discussing today is not a typical Philadelphia penny. Its lack of a mint mark and other unique characteristics set it apart from the millions of ordinary pennies produced that year. This particular coin became famous not only for its rarity, but also because of its striking quality. Experts in numismatics, the study and collection of coins, believe it may have been a test strike or a coin mistakenly released into circulation. The 1994 no-mint mark penny shows an unusual level of detail, with sharp lines and a mirror-like finish, characteristics typically found on proof coins rather than standard circulation coins. But here's the big question. Why is this penny worth $1.5 million? A combination of factors determines a coin's value, including rarity, demand, and condition. The 1994 no-mint mark penny is exceptionally rare. In fact, only a few are known to exist, and their origins remain somewhat of a mystery. Add to that the coin's pristine condition and high-quality strike, and you have the perfect storm for $1 million coin. Collectors and investors are always on the hunt for unique coins like this. The rarity alone creates fierce competition among buyers, driving up the price to unbelievable levels. In auctions, coins with similar rarity and historical significance have fetched millions, and the 1994 no-mint mark penny is no exception. Now let's talk about how you might identify this penny if you think you've come across one. First, check the year, 1994, and look closely for the absence of a mint mark beneath the date. Next, examine the coin's surface. Does it have an unusually shiny finish? Are the details sharper than a regular penny? If you think your coin matches these descriptions, it's worth getting it appraised by a professional numismatist or grading service. It's worth mentioning that counterfeits do exist, so be cautious. The value of this coin lies in its authenticity, rarity, and condition. Reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC can certify your coin, giving it an official grade and verifying its authenticity. Even if you don't have the 1994 no-mint mark penny, this story highlights the importance of checking your pocket change. Rare coins can show up anywhere, and stories of people discovering valuable coins in jars, drawers, or loose change are more common than you might think. As we wrap up, remember that coins like the 1994 no-mint mark penny are a testament to the unexpected treasures that can emerge from something as simple as a penny. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just someone with an interest in history, coins like this offer a fascinating glimpse into our past and the world of numismatics. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin and want to hear more stories about rare and valuable coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare coin in your collection or have questions about other coins you'd like us to cover. We're diving into one of the most exciting discoveries in the world of coin collecting. We're talking about the 2016 Abraham Lincoln penny with no mint mark. You might have one sitting in your collection or even in your pocket change. Could it be worth an astonishing $1.6 million? Let's find out. First, let's talk about what makes this coin so special. The 2016 Lincoln penny without a mint mark might look like any ordinary penny at first glance, but its rarity and the story behind it are what set it apart. Coins without a mint mark were generally struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which, for most of its history, didn't add mint marks to its coins. However, in 2017, the Philadelphia Mint began using the P mint mark for pennies to commemorate its 225th anniversary. So, why is the 2016 penny without a mint mark turning heads? What makes this coin particularly valuable is not just the lack of a mint mark, but a combination of its condition, striking errors, and its place in history. Collectors and investors are always on the lookout for coins with unique characteristics that set them apart from the millions of other coins in circulation. The 2016 no mint mark penny is a prime example of this. Let's discuss its current market value. Reports indicate that this penny is valued at a staggering $1.6 million. Yes, you heard that right, $1.6 million for a single penny. This jaw-dropping figure is based on a combination of its rarity, historical significance, and the demand among collectors. Coins with unique features or errors often fetch high prices at auctions or private sales, and this one is no exception. So, how do you know if you have a 2016 Lincoln penny worth millions? Start by carefully examining the coin. Look for signs of unusual characteristics such as doubling, misstrikes, or other minting errors. Errors like these can significantly increase a coin's value. Additionally, the coin must be in pristine condition. Collectors and graders assess coins based on their state of preservation, with a focus on sharpness of detail and lack of wear. A coin in mint state, often graded as MS 65 or higher, is what attracts top dollar. If you suspect you have one of these rare pennies, the next step is to have it professionally graded. Organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service or Numismatic Guarantee Company can provide an official grade, which is crucial when determining a coin's market value. A high-grade coin, combined with its rarity, is what drives the million-dollar price tag. Now, let's dive into a bit of the history behind the Lincoln penny. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, this penny replaced the Indian head cent. It became an instant favorite among collectors and the public alike. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has undergone several design changes, but its significance in American history remains unparalleled. The 2016 Lincoln penny is a continuation of this legacy, but it stands out because of the buzz surrounding the no-mint mark variant. Coins like this remind us that even the smallest denominations can hold incredible value. It's a fascinating intersection of history, art, and economics. As we wrap up, here are a few tips for coin collectors. Always check your pocket change. Rare coins often show up in circulation. Invest in a good magnifying glass and study the details of each coin you come across. Build relationships with reputable coin dealers and stay informed about market trends. And most importantly, never overlook a penny. Who knows? That 1 cent coin could be worth millions. The 2016 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is proof of that. If you have one, it might just be the find of a lifetime. Thanks for joining me on this exciting journey into the world of coin collecting. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And as always, keep searching, keep collecting, and keep discovering the hidden treasures all around us. We're diving into an extraordinary piece of American numismatic history, the 1982 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln 1 cent penny. This coin, though small in size, has become a massive topic of discussion in the collector's world, with its value currently sitting at an astonishing $1.7 million. If you have one of these in your pocket change or coin collection, you might just be holding a fortune. Let's explore what makes this coin so rare, how to identify it, and why it's worth such an incredible amount of money. To truly understand why this coin is so special, we need to take a quick look at the history of the Lincoln penny. The penny as we know it today was first introduced in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday. Fast forward to 1982, and the U.S. Mint was making a significant change to the penny's composition. Prior to 1982, pennies were made primarily of copper. However, due to rising copper prices, the Mint decided to switch to a copper-plated zinc composition to reduce costs. This transition year produced pennies in both compositions, and a variety of mint marks were used, making it a fascinating year for collectors. So what's the story with the no-mint mark penny? In 1982, the Philadelphia Mint struck millions of pennies without a mint mark. While no mint mark on pennies produced in Philadelphia isn't unusual, the combination of errors, varieties, and the specific copper composition in a no-mint mark penny from that year created a truly rare coin. The coin we're discussing today was struck on a copper planchet, not the newer zinc planchet, making it an error coin of immense value. If you're wondering how to check if you have one of these coins, here's what you need to look for. First, check the date on your penny. 1982 is the magic year. Next, look for the absence of a mint mark below the date. Then, you'll need to determine the coin's composition. The easiest way to do this at home is by weighing the penny. A copper penny should weigh around 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny weighs closer to 2.5 grams. If your no-mint mark penny weighs 3.11 grams, you may have found the million-dollar coin. The value of this coin lies in its rarity and the demand among collectors. Only one authenticated example of this specific error coin has been found to date, making it a one-of-a-kind piece. Its current value of $1.7 million comes from a combination of factors: its historical significance, rarity, and the intrigue surrounding error coins. Collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for unique pieces like this, and the 1982 no-mint mark penny checks all the boxes. The coin collecting world has seen a surge in interest over the past few years, with rare coins fetching record-breaking prices at auctions. The 1982 no-mint mark penny is no exception. Experts believe that as time goes on and more people learn about this coin, its value could continue to climb. If you're a collector, this is a perfect example of why it's worth taking the time to inspect every coin in your collection carefully. If you think you've found a 1982 no-mint mark penny, don't rush to sell it immediately. First, you'll need to have it authenticated by a reputable grading service like PCGS or NGC. Authentication is crucial because it verifies the coin's authenticity, condition, and value. Once graded, you can explore selling it at a high-profile auction or through a trusted coin dealer to ensure you get the best possible price. The 1982 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny is a fascinating example of how even the smallest items in our everyday lives can hold incredible value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who enjoys learning about history and treasure, this coin serves as a reminder that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. Who knows? Your next big discovery might be sitting right in your pocket change. Thank you for joining me today to explore this incredible coin and its remarkable story. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share this with anyone who might have a passion for coins or a curiosity about hidden treasures. L.